What's up, my people? Welcome back to the channel. This video I want to go over the Shamrock Reclaimer. You guys might have him. You might not use him. You might use him. He is a powerful Outlander, and he is that for a lot of reasons. Unfortunately, he is a Spring It On hero. Now, if you don't have him from the Spring It On event, hopefully you got him in the birthday bash llamas. They kind of give some stuff from previous events. If you didn't get him from there, unfortunately, you probably have to wait till the 2019 birthday event. But we will go over why he's such a good one right now. Let's inspect him. He's an Outlander, so he's going to have the focused acquisition, the loot llama. Now, the teddies is good, and shock tower. He does have anti-mat charge, but that's really not what makes him special. What makes him special is he's a reclaimer that uses the shock tower pretty much. I mean, he has bears that are pretty good. Duration on the bear is good, but the shock tower is where his money kills are going to come. Starting off, we have Bear With Me. Increase the duration. That's always fun to have. It's good. The fragment generation. Every 60 kills grants one charge fragment. Now, if you're killing stuff with your teddy and your shock tower, you're going to amount to the 60 kills in no time. Not at all. Not a problem. The forked lightning. Shock tower can emit a third bolt of chain lightning, striking up to 7 additional targets. That's even more. I mean, even more bolts to fork lightning. It's unstoppable there. The bear stare. Teddy now fires eye beams that deal 26 base energy damage every 2 seconds. That is also really nice to have because it's just another damage output on the teddy while he's out there for however long he's out there. Perk number 18, up the voltage. Increase the damage of shock tower by 33%. 33% doesn't sound like a lot, but it definitely kicks up the damage output on it. In the zone, that's always nice if you're trying to break llamas or doing some farming with them. I wouldn't recommend them for farming, but if you are deciding in the map to get some materials for yourself, it's not a bad one to have. The last two are one of the better ones. Increase damage dealt by Teddy by 25% and duration by 5 seconds. So now you have 10 seconds on top of the duration and 25% extra damage output. He's also doing the laser eyes, so that contributes to that as well. The last perk, enemies hit by shock tower take an additional 110% of shock tower damage every second for 3 seconds. So even if they're hit by it and the shock tower like fails and they're still alive, they're still taking that damage. It's toast. They're gonna die. So the setup that I normally run with them, unfortunately, once again, is the Sanguine Dusk. And the reason I say unfortunately is because she is an event hero from the Halloween event this year, the 2018 Halloween event. So if you don't have her, I would get her right now. I mean, if you're watching this video and I just posted it, I would get her because she's only going to be in the store for the next 2 days. But her support squad bonus is really important to this build because it increases energy damage by 20%. There is another hero that does this, and that is Fragment Flurry Jess. She is a Christmas or a holiday event from the last holiday. Now we're going into a new holiday event for Christmas, so hopefully she'll be there as well, so you guys can have a second chance at getting this support squad bonus through her. And maybe later on they'll have some other characters that have it. Last but not least is the Grizzled Veteran. It's just, the only reason I have him here is because extra 5 seconds is really awesome for those teddies. But I would have much preferred something that was more shock tower orientated. But nowhere in the game will you find a hero that has a tactical squad bonus for shock tower. So I think that's a little weird. Some people would be like, oh, well, shock towers aren't that important. But I'm actually showing you a build where shock towers are really OP, really a really good control thing of the battlefield. So going back to Sanguine, I want to emphasize real quick on why this is important. This increased energy damage by 20% is really important because with the primary Shamrock that you're running, the Teddy is shooting energy eye beams. The shock tower is emitting bolts of lightning, which is energy damage. And if we know anything about Outlanders, they don't really have any ranged weapon bonus other than the pistol specialist Outlanders. No one does like assault rifle damage, stuff like that. So with this one, you kind of cheat the system a little bit because it's increased energy damage by 20%. That includes your weapons. If you do have a weapon that's actually doing energy damage, or even like an Argon assault rifle or an energy base where it's using energy rounds, you're already doing extra 20% damage to your ranged weapons. So that helps in the fight as well, gives you a little extra kick on your Outlander. The only negative I could say about this Outlander is he doesn't have phase shift, because I would have chose that over anti-mat charge, but you know, he can't be perfect. The phase shift is one of my favorites though. So let's take you into 100 zone just so you can see how important his shock towers are. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's go find an encampment. We will use a shock tower. See how effective it is here at the level 100. Also, I have a 130 Haywire Storm energy pistol, so that is going to contribute to some of the damage I'm doing because it's energy based, and with that Sanguine Dusk support bonus, all energy damage is guaranteed by another 20%. So let's use this and see how it works out.
Take it down. Round 3, fight.
And then maybe drop a Teddy. I mean, he's really putting out a lot of damage, and the shock tower's already ready to go again, and every 60 kills you're gonna get another fragment, and that's affecting a lot of those enemies are definitely affected by that shock tower. It helps a lot. And that was pretty much it. That was a 2-wave level 100 encampment. But that's kind of where it's at, guys. If you're getting swarmed and stuff, you want an Outlander to maybe control the battlefield. He is kind of like the Enforcer Grizzly. The Enforcer Grizzly is one of my favorite Outlanders. He definitely can drop Teddies and run and gun, phase in, phase out. He also has 20% extra shield. But with Shamrock, he is an energy-based Outlander with the shock towers, so he is definitely someone I would run as just a little play around, something different. You know, if there is something that you guys have as far as a better setup for the Outlander build that I'm running right now, I would comment below, because I definitely would like to know if there's something I'm missing. I feel like I'm missing something new every day in this game, and that makes me happy. It's a game that I want to play. Once you have a game kind of figured out and you run the same stuff all the time, it becomes a little just monotonous. You just keep doing the same thing every day, same build. You know, a lot of people run soldiers all the time. A lot of people run, like, maybe, you know, the Urban Assault Headhunter. I ran Urban Assault Headhunter for a long time because she was a good damage out. But there's other stuff to control the battlefield for sure, guaranteed. And that's the thing, is that with the Teddies firing the laser eyes, it helps, because in Twine Peaks a lot of things energy. I mean, even in Canny, a lot of enemies are energy. You don't really start to find enemies who are just normal base damage or base elements. You know, it's going to be elemental enemies from Canny out, and so you really want that energy damage, especially with shock towers, stuff like that. So this would be the build, guys. I hope you guys liked the video, and like I said, comment below or catch me live on Twitch if you want to play, maybe get in on some action. You can catch me on my Twitch channel. The link is in the description on my channel. But I stream Fortnite. I stream other games as well, but Fortnite is my main love, my main bread and butter. I like it. It's one of the games I can see myself playing in the future for a long time. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and feel free to hit the like and subscribe to my channel if you want to be updated with new stuff. Alright, guys. Have a good day.